What's up, guys? Welcome back to this week's Pinball FX tournament video. First, I'll talk about Elvira and the Party Monsters. I'll give you a little context about the table and kind of compare it to Scared Stiff, and basically talk about how Pinball was in two different extremes at one point, right? So when Elvira released in '89, Pinball was like kind of hitting a stride. And then when Scared Stiff released in 1996, Pinball was on its way down. So we'll talk about that. We'll compare the two tables. And then we'll go over the leaderboard scores. And then finally, we'll play Marvel's Spider-Man because we're going back to the Marvel tables. So that'll be the one ball challenge for this week. It's been really fun kind of having these two Williams tables added. It's kind of crazy to think about how many Williams tables are now part of the Pinball FX library. Like, it's insane because now when you look at the tournament list, if you were a Williams kind of player and you only wanted to play Williams tables, you'd scroll down the tournament list and, maybe someone created a tournament on Attack from Mars or Medieval Madness, right? And you played those. But then you probably got bored because maybe you didn't like Swords of Fury or you didn't like Safecracker. But now, with all the new Williams tables that are added, Scared Stiff, Elvira and the Party Monsters, Taxi, Earth Shaker, it's like you want to play more because there's more of a selection, right? And talking about Williams tables. But let's talk about Elvira and the Party Monsters. And so this table was released in 1989, designed by Dennis Nordman. And it kind of took off from the 87 table, Party Animals, which was also by Dennis Nordman. But I think the best way to talk about Elvira and the Party Monsters is to make a comparison to Scared Stiff, because they're very similar tables, but they released at very different times in Pinball's timeline. So by 1989, I think Pinball was just about to hit its its peak, right? You could even say it had already reached that part. But remember 1991, 1992, 1993, you just had all these great Pat Lawler tables from Williams, right? Talking about Addams Family specifically, Twilight Zone, right? And so by the time Elvira and the Party Monsters releases in 1989, remember too that Bally and Williams merged. So they merged in 88, if I'm correct. And so that's the context that I want to give you, because also by 1991 is when the dot matrix display releases, and the DMD changes a lot of things for Pinball. The DMD, when it's added, it just makes the experience a lot more unique with the video modes, the mini game modes you can play, and the score, the animations, and it's a big deal for Pinball. So, and then you look at Scared Stiff, which releases in 1996. Pinball was on its way down because Williams closes its doors 3 years later in 1999. And the approach of the designers who created Scared Stiff was totally different. Of course, with Scared Stiff, you have the DMD, which provides awesome animations, cool, attractive displays. But then you have the designers kind of making the table really new player friendly. So you have a lot of opportunities for extra balls, extended playtime, a lot of multi-balls, an interesting back glass spider wheel. So you have all these new mechanics, and you have this really fun gameplay where the wizard mode is pretty easy to get to. It's new player friendly and it's fun, right? And then you compare that to Party Monsters, where you don't have the DMD yet. You have the alphanumeric display, so you don't have those cool animations. you don't have these crazy modes like you do in Scared Stiff. You don't even have the spider wheel, but you have a nice artwork and backglass. But really, the biggest thing that I think that comes to my mind is just how much pinball changed between those years. I mean, you're talking in 1989 to 1996, and think about it, right? Williams and Bally merged in '88, and then 10 years later, 9 years later, Williams closes its doors in 1999. I mean, that's kind of like just goes to show you how this business model in pinball, how it kind of changes, right? And we know that pinball was on a downhill slope because of arcades kind of going away with the onset of console gaming, right? Console gaming and maybe even portable gaming with handheld Game Boys, stuff like that. So people didn't really need to go to the arcade to get their arcade fix. And so one thing that I think I want to ask you guys is pinball seeing a revival now, right? So think about it. Williams closes 1999. It's 2025, almost 2026. So you're thinking almost 25, 26 years ago is when Williams closed down. But you're also seeing pinball companies like Spooky, Jersey Jack, and Stern still creating new tables. So my question to you is, can pinball be revived? Do you think it'll ever get to the point where it was before, during the arcade era of the 80s, early 90s? Or do you think pinball will kind of remain stagnant and, it'll only be a collector hobby? So that's something to think about because, you're thinking too that digital pinball is still a thing, right? And you have Pinball Effects, you have Zakaria Pinball, you have that's pretty much what I want to think about because really we're not talking too many years here, right? The timeline is kind of surreal when I actually come to think about it because it's just like it wasn't that long ago, right? I mean, 1999 seems like a long time ago, right? But it's not really that long, right? So it's possible that pinball does come back. It's possible that there is a revival. I don't know personally if it's going to ever be like what you had in pinball's golden day in its heyday. But I think, pinball will sort of find a way to keep afloat instead of sinking, instead of disappearing completely. I think it might not be as popular as it once was, but it's not gonna be forgotten, right? But we'll have to see. Only time can tell, right? So that's pretty much everything I wanted to say about Elvira and the Party Monsters. It's been fun playing these two Elvira tables. I'm really glad that they're on Pinball Effects. To have them on Pinball Effects is really cool. It's like a package deal. You get both tables. But I never got to Spider Mania on Scared Stiff. I gave up on that. I must have spent hours trying to do it. And if you guys have gotten to Spider Mania, props to you because that mode it seems impossible to get to. Even with all the extra balls that you get in Scared Stiff. It's just like the spider wheel. I have 2 awards left and I can't, stop it in time to collect the last 2 awards. But yeah, we'll be going back to Marvel now, resuming with the Marvel tables. And so let's look at this leaderboard here. So we had a closed tournament with 10 attempts, so 11 people. And our first place goes to Rich C 111. Welcome back, Rich. So Rich is also, he stops by from time to time, but he's a really good pinball player. So congratulations to him, Rich C, with 14 million points on 1 ball. Now I'm curious because Rich always gives his strategies and tips. So I'm curious because I found out that I think the best way to do it is just going for the multi-ball and getting the jackpot. because, like I said in the other video, the jackpot is worth 4 million. So, my question to Rich is that how you got 14 million is just going for the multi-ball jackpot? So congratulations there, and welcome back, Rich, in first place. And in second place, King Balchi 100 with 7 million points. So yeah, 7 million is really good as well, because I'm assuming King Balchi got the jackpot from the multi-ball, and then probably maybe like another, just playing, accumulating those points. But look how close these scores are, right? Third place, UTD 4000, 7 million points as well. Fourth place, my friend Urko with 5 million points. Fifth place, Gapvic with 3 million. This is surprising. I would think that Gapvic would have been somewhere in the top 3, because usually Gapvic is for these Williams tables. But maybe, it was difficult. So that just goes to show you how some tables can be very difficult, especially with limited attempts. Sixth place, we have Carpison with 2 million points. In seventh place, we have Kraus with 1,900,000 points, close to 2 million. And then in eighth place, Little Uniha with 1 million points as well. I came in ninth with 1 million points. I probably should have played this when I figured out my strategy, but by the time I did, I had already run out of my 10 attempts. So, but yeah, I figured if I had done it right, I would have gotten at least 5 million or 4 million. In 10th place, we have Zerg with 673,000. Like that name, reminds me of StarCraft, Brood War. And in 11th place, we have my friend Midnight, aka Wezzy, with 592,000. So thank you to everyone who joined. Hope you guys had fun with this tournament. And let's move on to the Spider-Man table. So we'll create one here. Oh, and don't forget, if you played in the event, the Scared Stiff tournament from Zen, you should be getting your Williams, the Elvira statue soon. It's not here yet, but it'll be here soon. So I looked, I looked for, there's no Elvira yet, but it would be here, right? So they'll probably release that later. I don't think it's still going on, is it? Oh, it is. No, that's the grand tournament. This one is the one. It's over. Okay. So let's create our tournament. But thank you to Wezzy Midnight for reminding me about that. And let's go to Marvel. So we're going to go with Spider-Man here. Public, it's going to be a 1-ball challenge, unlimited players, unlimited attempts, 6 days. 6 days, unlimited players, 1 ball, public. Okay. Now we have to do all here. So here is the ID. And something Balchi was telling me was like, he was saying how he's glad that these tournaments are not 3-ball because they go on forever, right? And I kind of thought that was true. Okay, so what is here? Any skill shot?
Spider sense tingling. Look out!
I really love how this table is divided into red and blue. Gives it a unique look.
Home sweet home.
And, the coils look like webs, which is neat. Where's the bumpers? Oh, yeah, the bumpers. Okay, what is this? Gotta hit that pumpkin? Oh, no, come on. Okay, Green Goblin is distracting me. Oh.
Bring me some decent pictures, Parker, or you are fired! Fired, fired, fired!
Okay, what am I doing? Oh no!
Well, that wasn't very spectacular. or amazing.
This table has a lot of flow,
Give up.
but it's kind of like, you know, convoluting, right? It's kind of like, what? Where's the ball? So it's gonna take time for me to get used to it. I'll go one more time here. I do miss my pop-up scores though. I might put that back on. I just like to see how much points I'm getting.
Spider sense tingling.
My spider senses.
Bring me some decent pictures, Parker, or you are fired! Fired, fired,
Stage
fired!
1. Okay. $200,000. Wait, is it a skill shot now?
Hurry up,
Oh.
Parker! This isn't some sort of dad-blasted charity!
Okay, one more time, because I did bad that time.
Not give up.
Haven't played this table since I want to say FX3. So many things are lit.
Spider sense tingling.
Combo.
That was close.
Yeah, a lot of combo shots. I'll get it. The pumpkin. What do I do with this? Oh, I have to hit the green goblin ring? Oh no, wherever the pumpkin's lit. Okay.
Are you finished?
Oh
I'm in the
no.
middle of a very important experiment.
Look how the bumper caps twist as it hits them. That's pretty cool.
Bring me some decent pictures, Parker, or you are fired! Fired, fired, fired!
Got the hurry
I'd
up.
like to see old JJ again for a long time.
Let's go. Okay, I'm doing better now. Oh, that's pretty cool animation too. It's like punching. Oh, oh. Looks like I have a left kickback as well.
You will never find me again.
Okay. Stage 2. No!
Down goes the spider.
Well, I did really good there, so I'll take that.
I should not.
Well, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have fun with this Spider-Man Marvel table. I think it's going to be a fun tournament table, honestly. And we'll talk about this next week when we have our next Pinball FX tournament video. So thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you later. New Leaf out.